Hey everybody, and welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to do a quick review on the MDT Oryx Bipod. If you're new into long-range shooting, one thing that you often overlook is the importance of a good bipod, and I really suggest that you go with something quality. This is one of MDT's lower end budget-friendly options, and I run this on a ton of different rifles, a ton of different platforms. Even though it is a budget bipod, it's a really good bipod for the money. We'll take a look at it. I'll show you a couple of different platforms that I run it on, and even some footage from shooting in the field with this bipod. But let's go over the bipod real quick and take a look at it. It does come in two different versions. You've got the sling swivel stud style as well as an M-lock style. I'm going to turn the camera around and I'll show you both. All right, so the first one that we'll take a look at is the sling swivel stud version. Now, if you notice, most of this is pretty much a solid polymer construction. On your feet, you have little rubber pads, and they extend up the forearm here of the bipod. It starts out lengthwise at 7.6 inches, so that would be your height from where it's mounted on the rifle. And then you have 4 different locking positions. So you can lock it into any one of the 4 positions. As far as deploying the bipod, it's quick and easy. When you're going to use it in the field, all you're going to do is pull these Bad Jacksons down and you're good to go. And then you can extend it to whatever height that you want. So close down with the sling swivel stud style, you start at 7.6 inches and it goes up to 10.4 inches. Another really cool thing with this bipod is you can control your cant. So if you move this little lever here, you've got your cant back and forth. So one thing that is really important when you're shooting long range, and if you're using a bipod, I would imagine that your intentions are for long range, is being able to keep your rifle level. And I'm going to show you how this works on one of my setups that we used to take a 6.5 Grendel out to a mile. But once you get your level down, you can simply push this into the locked position and it will keep you level. So in conjunction with these, you want to run a level of some sort, either a bubble level, or MDT also makes a send it electronic level. They're a little bit expensive, but I highly recommend them. And I'll show you kind of one of my platforms and how it works on that in conjunction with this bipod. But I'm going to throw this one on the scale real quick and we'll get a weight. Okay, so on the scale, it's coming in at 13.1 ounces as is. So that one right there, guys, is the sling swivel stud version. Now let's take a look at the M-lock style version. Now this one is a little bit shorter. I'm going to show you the packaging from MDT as they come real quick too, because really good, nice packaging. It'll tell you everything about the bipod on the back. And then if you look inside here, We've got bubble wrap. It comes with your MDT sticker, and then you have your user manual here. So the M-Lock version sits a little bit lower than the sling swivel stud version, and that's just because of how it mounts. So with your M-Lock version, once you're on your rail, you're going to be at 7.2 inches, and then extended, you're going to go up to 10 inches. So you got a lot of adjustment in either one of these. And again, same as the other one, you've got the 4 locking positions. This also has your cant adjustment. They're a little bit stiff when you start, but it's no big deal. Then also you can lock that down into position once you're level. So as far as the weight on this guy goes, and these are the same as far as how this works up here. Pulls down when you're ready to go, and then when you want to fold it back forward again, you're just going to push on here. If you'll see that little knurled piece right here, and fold it forward. So weight wise, this one is a little bit less. I'll get a weight on this guy real quick. So that one comes in at 11.5 ounces. But that, guys, is the MDT Oryx Bipod. Now I'm going to show you one mounted on one of my rifles, and how I use that in conjunction with the MDT Send It level. But this is a great bipod. They come in at about $100, and I will leave a link for these in the description. So this next little clip I'm going to play is one of these guys on a 6.5 Grendel that I used to go out to a mile with. So I'll show you that clip real quick. And then I'll show you one on a 6 Arc as well. So in addition to the stuff that we're running on the optic, the other thing that I've got going on here is I have an MDT Send It level. And the way this works is based off your rifle cant. I'm going to loosen my bipod real quick so I can show you the cant, but it tells you when you're level. So I'm using this in conjunction with an MDT Oryx Bipod. And one of the cool things with the Oryx Bipod is when I'm level like that, I get that green indicator. So I can get level on my target, and I simply lock that down, and that will keep me level. So it's very important when you're shooting out to these extreme distances that your rifle is level. Otherwise, elevation turns into wind, and wind turns into elevation, vice versa, and it can completely throw that shot off. So that's what we've got going on for the rifle package. I did build the rifle, and we're using a 20-inch Faxon barrel, match grade barrel. Impact. Hopefully we hit Gavin and not the plate behind it, but that was an impact. 1,776 yards, 6.5 Grendel. So this next one is a 6 Arc setup, also with the Oryx Bipod. Alright guys, I'm going to show you a look at the setup. That's the Arken EP5 and the trigger cam. I do apologize for the clarity on the video. It is not the Arken EP5. It's from the trigger cam and the fact that I'm shooting into the sun. But starting at the beginning of the rifle, running an EC tuner muzzle brake. Love that thing. Saturn match grade barrel. We've got the Oryx Bipod by MDT. 3M hand guard. You should check out our hand guards because it really helps with harmonics. I'm running an MDT Send It level. That's to keep me level. We've got the Heritage Arms Cold Shot MRAB to get the elevation to get out to 1.76 miles or 3,100 yards. And again, the Arkin EP5. I am running the XLR TR2 Tactical butt stock, and I absolutely love that thing. So that is a look at the setup, and 6mm arc just pulled off 3,100 yards, no problem at all. Now I do apologize for the clarity on the next video of shooting into the sun using a trigger cam 2.1, and sometimes the clarity through that is not the greatest, but you can see the impact indicator going off on the target. It's just really hard to make out the target. It is at 3,100 yards, which is about 1.76 miles. Impact, 3,100 yards, 6 arc, Arkin EP5. So guys, that's a quick down and dirty on the MDT Oryx Bipod. I would love to hear your thoughts on this bipod if you're using one. Also, if you have another bipod that you would like me to review, let me know in the comments and we'll see if we can get that done. I think this is a great bipod, especially for a budget entry-level bipod. Like I said, I use it on a ton of different setups, a ton of different platforms. I've been really happy for it. I find that it's pretty much all that I need. I really like the fact that I can lock that into place once I'm level, because it's hugely important when you're shooting out to distance. Again, I will leave a link for this in the description. Also, I am an MDT dealer. If you guys want to buy direct from me, it helps out the channel. I appreciate your business. Shoot me a message and I can get you set up. If not, the links also help the channel out. I don't always have these in stock, but most of the time I do. So shoot me a message if you want one. Let me know. And I appreciate it. God bless. Thanks for watching the video and have a great day.